All right, folks, this one is going to be kind of choppy. I've got this, plus I've got a few other things that I'm going to be including in this. But I woke up today to a suspension on Twitter for calling Bette Midler a jackass. Now, we know from the last 3 years that liberals have no problem personally attacking, insulting, name calling, and openly calling for violence, and nothing happens to any of them. Peter Fonda, before his death, openly wanted Melania and Barron Trump to be thrown into an open cage full of violent, angry criminals. Nothing was done to him. Yet we have this, an open violation of the law by inciting violence against an elected official. She's grinning like the idiot she is because she knows that the Democrats, Soros, and her network will demand she be apologized to for anyone saying she shouldn't openly commit a crime. We have this right now. Bette Midler openly telling someone they're as dumb as a brick. And nothing happens. I called her a jackass for being wrong, for spreading lies, and I get a 7-day suspension from Twitter. But Bette Midler, the talentless hack that she is, openly targets someone with a personal insult that's no worse than calling her a jackass, and she's still alive and well on Twitter. This is a bald-faced lie. It was proven to be a bald-faced lie because while the liberals went nuts that Trump was golfing or retweeting anything other than openly telling the Democrats in advance what he was going to do, we know he was not golfing. We know he was in the Situation Room. We know that while Beltway Panda, whoever they may be, says this is his Benghazi, it was done right. Benghazi was Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama openly ordering the military to stand down. While an American embassy in Benghazi was attacked and our embassy sacked, raided, and our ambassadors and other diplomats tortured and killed. Now, Baghdad in 2019, when the same thing looked to be happening, we had attack helicopters, we had Marines and other troops go in and save our people. So anyone saying that's his own Benghazi is an idiot, and a name like Beltway Panda or an idiot like Midler is just proving it. When any American soil and all embassies on any part of the globe that is not within the borders of the U.S. are considered American soil. That's why we had people who have fled to embassies within their own country, but embassies of other countries. Okay? We have people who do that, and we see it all over the world. They flee to an embassy of a friendly country because they know it would literally be an act of war to send any troops into an embassy of a foreign nation. Yet when Donald Trump orders that one of our embassies be protected and defended, and our ambassadors and other diplomats protected, they wig out. They flip out. And they cannot understand the hypocrisy of it. Sadly, we know that this is just par for the course. Dorsey, Zuckerberg, Google, YouTube, they don't care about their own rules. You see, it is not illegal in the state of Texas or many other states for someone to record a video demonstrating firearms and what they may or may not be capable of. Yet, any YouTuber, just look at Demolition Ranch for a great example, is demonetized and their videos are endlessly hampered. Yet we have YouTubers who can put out crap and lies and insults and threats, and they're monetized almost instantly. We have video of prominent Democrats advocating violence. And of course, they claim it was all metaphorical because they have to go into CYA mode. Otherwise, they are legitimately responsible for their words and what may be done because of their words. So it just, the hypocrisy is what gets me. Now, like I said, I called Bette Midler a jackass, and she is one. Yet I'm suspended for 7 days while Bette Midler or Whoopi Goldberg or Madonna can issue threats or call for violence or personally harass people, and they're still active and going on Twitter spreading their hate. And it's because they are liberal and because they know that the liberal media and the liberal run Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube will protect them. And Mike Murdoch, I messaged him about my suspension because I know several of us that follow each other, we post and we comment on things. So I let him know, and then he posted a very poignant tweet that said, had Midler been Republican and a liberal said what they said to her, it would have been totally different. The liberal would have been praised. The liberal would not have had any action taken, and Midler would have been suspended, like we saw James Woods, suspended for defending their right to free speech.
If we can't protect the children, we can't protect anybody. If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome. The people are going to turn on them. They're going to protest. They're going to absolutely harass them until they decide that they're going to tell the president, no, I can't hang with you.
Not in D.C. Not in the U.S. Not in D.C. Not in the U.S. Not in D.C. Not in the U.S.
Our issue is strong borders, no crime. Their issue is open borders. Let MS-13 all over our country. That's what's going to happen if you listen to them.
They have used the power that they have gotten for all the wrong things. They want to keep themselves in power. They want to cater to the special interests. It is time for us as Democrats to be as tough as they are, to be as dedicated as they are, to be as committed as they are. Michelle always says, Michelle Obama, I love her, you know, she and my wife, like, really tight, which always scares me and Barack. But Michelle always says that, you know, when they go low, we go high. No. When they go low, we kick them. That's what this new Democratic Party is about. We're proud as hell to be Democrats. We're willing to fight for the ideals of the Democratic Party. We're proud of our history, we're proud of our present, and we're proud of the future that we can create for this country. And we're not in this just to make a statement. We're in this to win.
Yes.
Thank you, Amy. I'm just gonna head on over here.
Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House. But I know that this won't change anything. We cannot fall into despair. As the poet W.H. Auden once wrote on the eve of World War II, we must love one another or die. I choose love. Thank you.
Having watched those three, you just saw a sitting congresswoman who is still in office openly telling her people to get in their faces, to let them know they're not welcome anywhere, at department stores, restaurants, and gas stations. Literally telling them, tell anyone who doesn't obey the Democrats they're not welcome to leave their home. And we know what happened. We know that we've seen senators and congressmen who are Republican harassed in restaurants. We saw Tucker Carlson have to watch as people threatened him, and then his home is all but broken into. Liberals scream that they are the party of love and tolerance and decency and respect. And the second someone doesn't obey them, the second someone doesn't praise them for trying to control every aspect of modern life, they flip out and they go violent. During Barack Obama's presidency, we had an incident where in Missouri, at the state fair, if I remember correctly, a long-running gag where a rodeo clown would wear a mask of a president, the current president or a former president, during a bit in the show. Now, the only mask he could find was a Barack Obama mask, so he got it. He was told, do this, it's part of your job. If I remember right, one, maybe two or three, or a handful of people were so offended that this man now cannot find work. He literally cannot get a job anywhere. He's picking up and recycling aluminum cans still to this day because he wore a mask in a bit. And I've made this comment before. My little brother rode rodeo, and with the exception of one place in North Texas, the clowns are the bravest people out there. Not the riders, not the pickup men for broncs, not anyone else, the clowns. Because they literally throw themselves between the rider and the bull to distract the bull, because they're up, they're on their feet and able to react much faster than a rider who's just been thrown and hit the ground and is momentarily dazed and has to get up and get away. I watched at a high school rodeo where the clowns were teachers volunteering their time. I watched one get his rib broken, maybe two, because a rodeo cowboy, a student, had been bucked off. The bull was bearing down on him, and he did what he was supposed to do. He distracted the bull, and he got hit. But the student was okay, and the clown, the teacher, ultimately was okay. Yet, in the clip you just saw, we have Madonna openly telling people she has thought about blowing up the White House. Although at the end she says, I choose love. Madonna doesn't love anything or anyone other than her own self-image and her bank account. She's one of many who has said that she's leaving the country if Trump was elected. She didn't. I believe she finally has. And personally, I think anyone who does this should have their citizenship revoked, their passport made null and void, and be told, bye, don't come back. But you can bet she'll be back in the U.S., back screaming her insanity into a microphone and calling it music, and liberals will cheer.